Good afternoon. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we are in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Inuit, Cree, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake, 41st Nation in Treaty 3 territory. I'd like to introduce the panel members now. Myself, Doug Marks, is the chair, Jerry Arnell to my left, and Valerie Warren. The assessor is Eric Goche, and the recording secretary is Raglan Road. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment rule in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decision on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decision with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the Board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. All information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. Today we will be hearing items 1 through 3, 6, and 7 on our docket. Today, Ms. Rojo, you please affirm the assessor and the applicant's testimony.
Mr. Assessor, please state your full name.
Eric Goche.
And you affirm the evidence you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
To the best of my knowledge.
Thank you. Please state your full name.
Patrick Jablonski.
And you affirm the evidence you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Mr. Assessor, start with your evidence, please.
Okay, so the first property on the docket I have here is 630 Ingersoll, correct? 631, yes. The roll number is 13021168000. Like I said, commonly known as 631 Ingersoll Street. It's in the neighborhood of St. Matthews. It's a one-story single-family home built in 1927, 640 square feet of living space above grade. It does have a full basement with basement finish. We have one full bath, no half baths, no extra showers. We do not have central air conditioning, no fireplaces, no attached garage. We have a single detached garage on site, no pools and no sunrooms. It is sitting on a parcel of land that is 2,440 square feet. We have the 2023 assessed value, which is based on an April 1st, 2021 market value set at 192, presenting 4 comparable sales. Today, as you'll see on the map, they're all in very close proximity, except maybe one, but for the most part, they're in very close proximity to the subject. They're all located in the St. Matthews neighborhood other than comparable number 4, which is in Minto, nearby. They're all one-story dwellings, single-family homes. The year built range between the low end 1922 and at the high end 1929. As far as effective age, it varies between 1925 and 1942. Living area on the comparables ranges between 640 square feet and 732 square feet. They all have full basements. Comparable number 3 does not have any basement finishing. They all have one full bath. Only comparable 4 has a half bath, and comparable 4 also has an extra shower. As far as central air conditioning is concerned, only comparable number 2 does not have AC. There are no fireplaces in any of the comparables. There are no attached garages. They all happen to have single detached garages. No pools, no sunrooms. Land size is quite consistent except for comp number 2, which is on 3,678 square feet of land. We do have that comparable number 4 is on an external corner as far as site influences. The sales all took place within our reference period. The sales prices range between 160,000 and 210,000. When you break that down to price per square foot, the range is I'm going to round here, $219 to $318 a square foot. The time adjusted sales prices, so when you bring these comparables forward to our reference date, ranges between 171,000 and 213,000. The adjusted time adjusted sale price per square foot ranges between $233 and $323 per square foot. My recommendation is to maintain the current assessment at $192,000 as supported by the comparables.
Okay. Sir, is this your property?
Yes.
Okay. Have you got any questions of the assessor?
Yes, I have. I think you said that the basement in 631 was complete.
We have basement finish on file, so it's not specified here how many square feet, so whether that's 10 square feet or the entire footprint or 600-ish square feet, that I don't have. I could find out, but it's basically kind of a yes or no field that we have here.
So one little room made from the basement is maybe 10 by
10
8.
by 10, yeah.
10 by 8.
Yeah. So I can actually tell you, I did print the property record form, so I can give you the exact.
Not completed.
We have 150 square feet of basement finish on file for your home.
No, there's no way.
No.
You must have the neighbor's house. Their house is marked on the list for today, and mine wasn't. So we're next door neighbors to each other. So you must have confusion there.
I have the property record card for 631 Ingersoll.
Unless you want to call the coal cellar, but they used to use for coal, put coal in when they were burning coal. That's part of the finish. Is not finished to live in. It's just for the coal storage.
Right. Well, if for the record you want to let us know that there is no basement finishing, then
There is no basement finish. There's just that little one room that I didn't finish it. It was already finished when I bought it.
So for
And
the
that
record,
finished means it was just padded, I guess, behind the wall of plywood.
okay.
So that's it. I mean, it's not.
So for the record, we have 150 square feet of basement finish on file, so not a whole lot that would have been factored in that assessed value. Keep in mind that comparable number 3 does not have any basement finishing, and that these are smaller homes, so the footprint is quite small. So the amount of basement finish that's adding value in our model wouldn't be extremely substantial.
No, anyways.
Any further questions, sir?
You got any idea of how the other homes looked inside? Was it remodeling? How much remodeling was done?
So the only home that I want to point out to the board and to yourself that would have received renovations according to us, keep in mind we don't have a crystal ball in everybody's living room.
No.
But from the information that we have here, comparable number 2 has effective age. So what that means is basically maybe a permit has come through, maybe we review the sale of the property where there's been some renovations. So to be pointed out, to be fair, comparable number 2, which is the highest sale, typically it'll reflect that right in the sale price, would have received some level of renovation to factor in that effective age of 1942. The rest don't have any effective age. So we basically have them as original condition.
I know that if you're doing some remodeling or stuff like that, like if you're building a garage, you have to get a permit.
Correct.
And if you do remodeling in the house, don't you have to get a permit?
Not for all types of renovations. So
Not for
typically-
finishing a basement, not for,
No, I mean,
no?
there's a lot of different types of permits for different types of
Oh.
renovations, but there are certain renovations that you don't need a permit for. Like you can redo your flooring,
Yeah,
change
you can
countertops.
put in a
and
new
not-
kitchen and not have a permit?
You don't touch electrical and plumbing, that's correct. You could technically update your kitchen without a permit legitimately if you didn't touch the electrical or plumbing. Typically, people will do those updates, so typically we will see permits. And we also do a really good job of reviewing the sales. So for the most part, these sales, if they haven't been combed yet, they will get combed, where we would look and make sure that our data is accurate. So obviously, one of these has been either gone through permitting or maybe when it's sold. So we do our best with the resources and the time we have to update our records.
Well, that is not good enough for me because I moved in '84, bought it, moved in, and I accepted it the way it was. And I haven't put a dime in it. Well, I painted the outside of the house, but it had a wax paint on it, and my paint didn't stay. Somebody used a wax, like a
Pressure washer or something.
no, it's you have to burn it off to get it. So I've done what the city did to Portage Place. They built it for $100 million, and they took the money that they made off it to the forts and built up the forts, and the building of Portage went down, 47 or 46,000. Toronto bought it. Now they don't want it, I read in the paper, and they told the city to take it back. I did the same thing. I moved in, I lived in it, electricity was sufficient, everything was sufficient for me. I didn't need any upgrading or anything. I didn't upgrade it, and it should have devalued now, not increased it in value. So what I have to do is get an assessor to come in and assess my value of my property.
Sir, if there's no further questions, you do have a chance to.
No, I have a right to do that?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you're
Right
gonna have
after
your
we-
I'm
chance.
asking.
For now, it's questions for me.
Just
So
questions.
regarding the evidence,
Oh,
then
well,
you'll have a chance to.
no,
It'll be coming right.
I don't know any of these homes, what they have and what they don't have. The only one I know of is the one next to me that you have a 629 on the list here. And I know that they built a brand new garage, and I complained because they didn't have a permit. And they built a double garage. So
That's it for now then, sir?
that's it. I mean, that's basically the value on my house is not what it is worth today.
Okay. We'll get back to you in a second, sir. We just have some more questions to ask. Val, have you got any questions of the assessor?
Not at this time.
No questions? Okay, that's it for this right now. So now we'll go on to the applicant's presentation. Mr. Yablonsky?
What?
This is your chance to, your
Oh,
opinion and.
my opinion is that basically, my property is not worth what you're saying it is. And I've been paying taxes for years on it, way overvalued. And the city owes me a lot of money when I get it revaluated, valued today. And it turns out to be 20,000 instead of the 30,000 I paid for it. So you guys have screwed up on my place anyways.
Anything else?
I mean, these people are assessors. I mean, they're supposed to know what they're doing. I'm not supposed to know what I'm doing because I just live there. I just wanted to live there. I didn't want to turn it over. I would call it flip it. A lot of people are flipping it. My neighbor on the north side, she was lucky. She got Harper when he set the schedule for paying for remodeling the homes. And she made it under the wire, and she got her home updated at that time, at no cost to her. She was supposed to live there 5 years, and she sold it the next following year. So I also understand that the city has a fund that they assist homeowners to upgrade their homes. Is that true?
I'm not aware.
Well, a homeowner told me that they got their home upgraded through the city of Winnipeg because the city has this project or whatever it is, like Harper wanted to be voted in, so he opened the doors and said anybody can get in, but he found that he was over budget in no time at all. So, but that's it. That's it for me.
Okay, Eric, have you got any questions of the thought?
Well, I just kind of want to just ask if you're aware that even though your house hasn't changed since you bought it for 20,000, that over the years the marketplace has changed, even though the house hasn't changed. You know, even though the value of the vacant land or the vacant piece of land changes over time with the marketplace, and our job is to reflect the market value of the property.
It's still somebody who's working for the government or for the city. They're making the money. It's like last time I was here, the person told me, your home got potential. I don't have potential. So if I don't have potential, my home don't have potential because I don't have the money to put into it. So to say that I have potential, the home has potential. What they're saying to me is, why don't you sell it if you can't make it potential? I don't have to. I have the right to own property. So I expect to be respected as an individual and not painted with a brush the same color as everybody else.
Fair enough. That's a fair question.
Any questions?
Sir, you said you moved in you bought it in 1983?
84.
Oh, excuse me, I made a mistake, okay. And at that time, were there any renovations done in the house when you had purchased it? Was anything upgraded at all?
Not that, well, that basement, that little room, that it must have been for maybe elderly people. I don't know, the grandchildren come over, they put them in there and let them play and whatever. That's the only thing I noticed down in the basement. Upstairs, it's 1927. Everything is 1927. I didn't remodel anything. I didn't see them remodeling anything.
So
I mean,
furnace, windows, the furnace is
the furnace is the old workhorse I have. They're 43 years and it never broke down on me. And I didn't want to put it in this modern furnaces because I talked to people, they said every time that something goes wrong, you gotta call the furnace because you can't do anything on your own.
Okay, so your windows are also, all your windows in the home are also the
They're
original
off.
windows?
Off tilted. One window is this size and the other one is that size.
But they're all the original windows?
Basically,
Are they
what
really-
is the original Windows in 27? I don't know. These they have you lift up and the screen is there and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Carrie, any questions at all? And I've got no questions. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, on to the next property. Were there any other comments for Jamie in at all?
There's no one on Zoom at the moment.
You want to look at all recess? Thank you, and we'll call the meeting back to order. And Eric will go through the properties since there is no appellants in this case. We'll just go through the properties as you see fit.
Okay.
And we'll start with 536 Basswood Place.
Okay, the subject property is roll number 1208086300, commonly known as 536 Basswood Place, located in the neighborhood of Wolseley. It's a two-story single-family home. The year built is 1911. We have an effective age of 1931 on it. Living area is 1,358 square feet above grade. The basement type, we have a full and part area, so most likely an addition was added to the house. Basement finish, there is no basement finish. One full bath, one half bath, one extra shower. Central air conditioning is present. No fireplaces, no attached garage, no detached garage, no pools, no sunrooms. It's located on a plot of land of 3,299 square feet. We have the assessed value at $315,000. Did you guys want me to go through all the comparable sales as well?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay. And my recommendation is to maintain the assessed value at $315,000.
Any questions of the assessor?
I have none.
And I have one. And we'll go on to 481 Raglan Road.
Subject property is roll number 1208028900, commonly known as 481 Raglan Road. Also located in Wolseley, two-story single-family home built in 1911 with an effective age of 1951. 1,448 square feet of living space above grade. The basement has a full basement with basement finish. One full bath, one half bath, no extra showers, no central air conditioning, one fireplace, no attached garage, a multiple detached garage, no pools and no sunrooms. It's located on a rather larger lot for Wolseley, 6,147 square feet, faces Almonds Creek Park, closer to the riverside. We have the 2023 assessed value at $481,000. I'm recommending to maintain that value. We did originally, our model came in at $511,000 on this one, and we reduced it at our residential review appointment program after a conversation with the owner. So that is a revised assessment.
Any questions of the assessor on this property?
I have none, thank you.
The next one will be 358.
The subject property is roll number 120210210000, commonly known as 858 Fleet Avenue, located in the neighborhood of Earl Grey. It's a two-story single-family home built in 1914. The effective age is 1954. The living space above grade is 1,422 square feet. We have a full basement with no basement finishing, two full baths, one half baths, and no extra showers. No central AC, no fireplaces, no attached garage. We have a single detached garage, no pools, no sunrooms. It's on a 2,916 square foot lot. We have a light traffic influence, I believe because there's a school nearby. And we have the assessed value for the 2023 value pegged at $343,000. My recommendation is to maintain the assessment at $343,000.
Any questions of the assessor at this time?
I have none.
Thank you. Carrie, none? Thank you. And I have none. 527 Victor is the next one on the docket.
Okay. The subject property is roll number 13040644000, commonly known as 527 Victor Street. It's located in the neighborhood of Daniel McIntyre. A two-story single-family home built in 1905 with a 1965 effective age. 1,280 square feet of living space above grade. We have a full basement with a park, so crawl space, most likely an addition added to it. No basement finish, one full bath, one half bath, one extra shower, no central air conditioning, no fireplaces, no garages, no sunrooms, and no pools. The land is 2,349 square feet. We originally had the assessed value that was to be reviewed at this hearing at $157,000. This property was purchased from the city of Winnipeg, fire damaged. It was renovated. I processed the renovation permit recently and advised the homeowner that the value will be changing to $209,000. The process of this supplementary tax notice basically invalidates this appeal.
Any questions of the assessor at this time?
Also, I've notified the homeowner that they have the right to appeal the supplementary notice and to contact the Board of Revision if there's anything that can be done with that.
So originally it was set at 157.
Correct. And that would have reflected the value of an average home with that amount of square feet in that neighborhood not renovated. And the new value reflects a house that's completely renovated top.
And what was the value of the building permit?
Did I print that off here or not? I may have. I put little to no weight on that because these are self-declared values. You'll find a lot of wonky stuff with that, but I don't have the declared construction value. But like I said, these are self-disclosed values that I pay little to no attention to.
And I think that's it for today. So if there's no